All right, man. Let's get into it, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Brickz podcast, man. Y'all already know we coming to y'all live and direct from a bunch of different areas, man. Y'all already know I got my boy O in the building.
Yo, what up, y'all?
Yo, and you know I got Shebo.
Yo, what's up, Brickz fam? Happy Mother's Day for those listening. We're recording this on Sunday, so shout out to the mothers out there.
Facts, man. Shout out to all the moms out there, all the single mothers, all the mother and father dual relationship, parent households, all that, man. We send y'all all love, man. But look, we about to get right into it, man. We in the playoffs. We in the playoffs right now. And as we speak, the Pacers are killing, absolutely torching, like whooping the Cavs in a way that I didn't even think was imaginable. Shebo, how we feeling about the playoffs right now, bro?
I feel like it might just be too late. Now, I was a fan of the Cavs, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's over because all they have to do is realistically win one game in Indiana, and it's a Game 7 series. Like, they're gonna be on the road 3-1, but they get home court advantage. I mean, they get home court next game. They win that is 3-2, and if you can win one game at Indiana, now all the odds shift back in your favor for Game 7. But Donovan Mitchell ain't show up today. I mean, he been having 40-point games like back to back to back. He just ain't have it today, which is cool. Like, that's when his teammates got to show up. Garland been hurt, Mobley been hurt, Hunter ejected, so he's no help. That's when your other players got to step up. A championship team is never going to be won with one player always dominating. So, Cavs just should have had a better team game plan and not rely on Donovan Mitchell to score 40 every night because he's been doing it.
Yeah, now Donovan Mitchell looks like he got an ankle injury.
Yeah,
he's going to be dealing with now for the rest of the series. So now he's doubtful to come back in this game. But probably going to be doubtful for the rest of the series, especially in Game 5. But yeah, I think my biggest question now watching this is like, can Indiana win the East? And because we saw the Knicks and the Celtics. Knicks go up 2-0, take both games in Boston, and then the Celtics come out, blow them out in Game 3. We'll talk more about that later. But that series right there, I mean, neither team has really separated themselves yet in that series. Indiana in this one, I think what's scary with them is they have the experience, right? They have a championship experienced player in Pascal Siakam. Came out here and gave 21 and has proven that he can be the best scorer for Indiana and win games for Indiana. You got talented young players like Aaron Nesmith, Andrew Nembhard, and you also have the veteran experience of Miles Turner. You got Obi Toppin coming off the bench as well. TJ McConnell putting in some buckets off the bench. And then you look at the stat line and you're like, Tyrese Halliburton hasn't done anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's 3 for 8 right now, as we speaking. 5 minutes left in this game. 11 points. 1 for 5 from 3. He hasn't done nothing. 5 and 6. I mean, he been putting some dimes out there, but and then in the last game, in Game 3, he only had, I think, 4 points in that one. And the Pacers about to go up 3-1. So that's the scary thing. The Pacers can still do this without Tyrese Halliburton playing anything close to his best basketball. And we know the type of defensive team they are. I mean, I think they could have a shot. We if they go into the Eastern Conference Finals, whether it's against defending champions, Boston Celtics or the New York Knicks, who we know is also a pretty good team as well. I mean, I think we have to give Indiana a chance, right, in maybe winning the East, and that's what I'm seeing right now from these playoffs. The biggest story for me right now.
I mean, I'll chip in real quick. At this point in the playoffs, everybody got a shot, but I will say, even last season when the Pacers played, I'm pretty sure it was last season whenever the Pacers played the Celtics, like those games were super competitive, and that's when the Pacers couldn't play defense. This is a whole brand new year, and they play defense now, so it could easily go one way or another if they were to play the Celtics. But I don't know if they're gonna win it all. We shall see.
Yeah. Win it all is a whole different question in itself.
But come out the East. You're saying come out the East.
Come out the East. I mean, looking at what they did with Cleveland, everyone thought it was going to be a crash. I mean, the collision course with Cleveland and Boston in the ECF, but both teams right now still climbing back from their series. I mean, Cleveland's about to go down 3-1. Celtics got to climb back from 2-1, which they could easily do against New York. I think in that one, like we saw in Game 3, they just had to
hit shots.
Hit shots. Pretty much just hit shots, and they did that. Even though, and that's the thing too with Boston. I mean, Jason Tatum still in that Game 3 did not play his best basketball, and they still went in there and blew the Knicks out like that. So I don't know. It's looking like we're gonna get it's looking like we're gonna get a repeat, or could get a repeat of last year's ECF. And then on the West side, man, like you said, to me, any team in the West has a chance. I think Denver has really shown that experience, that playoff experience, championship pedigree, and in addition, they did sell today in Game 4 because you up at the end of that game. We expect Denver to win those. We expect Denver to win those games, man.
I still got them at 7.
They sold the series today.
I still got them.
I wouldn't say this. I wouldn't say they sold the whole series.
The series, man.
OKC hasn't been too impressive to me. Especially Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's not been rising to the occasion.
It's been a little underwhelming.
They have been
very underwhelming.
But it's not far off from what we saw last year. In all honesty,
playoff basketball is just a different type of basketball, also.
Off, so I'm not.
So
yeah, but I'm expecting SGA to be playing the same way that we've seen SGA play in these playoff settings. Like, there's not much about his game that shouldn't be able to transfer to how he plays in the playoffs. Like, you got players like I don't know, James Harden, who kind of doesn't show up in the playoffs. I would hate for SGA to start to fall into that category. This is way too early prediction. But like, it's just not. The Thunder aren't exciting. Like, I don't know. It's not exciting. They're not doing anything special. Real quick though, I want to go back to the East talk real quick though, and looking at like the Cavs. Why is it that every year we see the Cavs do this, bro? Like, it's almost not even surprising to see them choke in the playoffs. This is the team who a lot of people had them potentially making a bid to the finals. And y'all are getting whooped by the Pacers essentially without Tyrese. Like, what's something got to give? What is the issue in Cleveland, bro? Like, they got all the pieces, bro. They have a great team on paper.
Coaching, execution. That's what I'm saying. Like, Donovan Mitchell don't give you.
They got the coach of the year.
I mean, it's playoffs, gang. Playoffs it's a whole different ball game. Whole different.
I don't know. I'm looking at. I will give the Cavs the benefit of the doubt with injuries, right? The Garland hasn't really played consistently in these playoffs. Evan Mobley neither. They've been kind of having a partial team throughout these playoffs. But yeah, I mean, you think you have enough still as a championship team. Well, a team with championship aspirations. DeAndre Hunter coming off the bench, of course, all-star Donovan Mitchell, all-star type talent Evan Mobley. You would think, yeah, like you said, Jalen, they wouldn't be coming in here getting beat by 30 points in a must-win game at that. Yeah. It's really hard to say. And kind of the same way where you said with Shai, you don't want to put him in the box of, just a no-show in the playoffs. But the Cavs are starting to be one of those teams, kind of like, we see We saw the starless Hawks that went and won 60 games a couple years ago, or teams that would get number 1 seeds, 2 seeds, and look really good in the regular season and come in the playoffs and just not do it. And it's hard to take teams like this seriously in the regular season when we want to see exciting new teams come in and make a run at a championship, and they just come in and just fail. It's really hard to figure out where the disconnect is. And I'm looking at, Donovan Mitchell, of course, he got hurt in this game. He only had 12 points, but before he got hurt, he was only 3 for 11, 1 for 5. He didn't show up. Darius Garland, decent game for him, 21 points. But then you got Evan Mobley, 3 for 7, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. Evan Mobley, I know he's a defensive player. That's what he, harps his game on. But big man down low, especially Jarrett Allen, too. Jarrett Allen was only taking 1 shot this whole game. They got to take more shots. You got to get more coming out of the paint. You can't rely on Garland and Mitchell to win from the 3-point line. Relying on the 3-point line, we saw that get Boston 2 times in a row against the Knicks and countless other teams that probably could have stole some games here or there, but relying on that 3-point line, not getting in the paint, it cost them. So I think maybe that's what it is. Just looking at the stat line right now, it's just not a consistent attack or plan of attack offensively for Cleveland, especially down low. Because, one night you get Mobley doing the thing defensively and offensively, but then you get nice nights tonight. Like I said, 7 shots, 0 blocks, 1 steal, minus 27 plus minus. That's just not going to get it done.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, if Donovan don't show up, your role players and second and third option guys have to step up. They literally have to if your best player isn't playing.
Yep.
I think that's what separates them from the Celtics. Like, they're not a team that can afford to not have their best player play. Like,
for
when
sure,
Donovan Mitchell doesn't show up, they're losing games. They're 100% losing games. Even with the Pacers, bro. Like, when we talk about the Tyrese Halliburton being overhyped and all that stuff, what makes Tyrese so valuable on the court is everything that he does besides scoring. Like, they're whooping the brakes off of the Cavs without Halliburton essentially playing for real. So, like, you take a team like Boston, who has a Peyton Pritchard, who has a Derek White, who has a Porzingis at times who wants to score and go off, who has a Jaylen Brown I can lean on, who has a Drew Holiday who can get hot when he wants to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's options. I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think the biggest issue might be Darius Garland, bro. We said this in a few pods before. But like, every time he's not there, whether that's physically or in a sense of not playing well, they can't win games. And like, I don't know. I think at this point, you might have to go back to the drawing board because, like, I don't know how much more you can make this team better without losing some pieces at this point. So, and you might need more of a veteran guard beside Donovan Mitchell. Like, and Darius Garland's a vet. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm about to say something crazy, but like, I don't know. I would like a Damian Lillard over there or somebody, bro. Like, somebody who can get the pressure off D. Mitch a little bit more so that both of their games are still opened up. Like, you can't guard Lillard and D. Mitch over there.
But can't nobody guard Garland. I think they need to go defensive if they're going to move Garland.
Who going to score, though? They're not scoring. They're
Garland
losing to the Pacers, and they're not scoring. Like,
I think that's a big issue. The guards be scoring. I will remain on this hill that I said before. I've been saying this for years. They need a dominant 3. Their 3 is weak.
But the idea with getting DeAndre Hunter, he got ejected from this game, so he's not playing, and he probably could have made a difference if he was still playing, because DeAndre Hunter is a 3 that can defend, he can shoot, and he can get to the basket as well, but he's not here now. That, like I said, I don't think losing DeAndre Hunter should mean you get blown out by 40 points, 30 points in a must-win game. I mean, you got to have someone from somewhere else step up and fill in that role just a little bit. But I mean, just my thing is, I think they bigs just got to play better. Yeah,
really,
especially Jared Allen. Especially Jared Allen. I understand same thing with him and Mobley. I mean,
one shot is crazy.
Yeah, defensive minded guys, you can't take one shot in a game like this, and they got to get more touches down low. They also got to be better on the boards, man. They got a combined 7 rebounds between both of them. Miles Turner has 7 rebounds by himself, and 3 of them are offensive. So, yeah. That's where it is to me.
I don't know, man, but it should be interesting. Pacers probably gonna pull that one out though, unless the Cavs play out of their minds the next 3 games, which is doable.
I mean, the Cavs have shown no reason.
I don't think they will though.
Yeah, they've shown nothing to tell me that they can win.
I think it's
3
Pacers.
games.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Pacers and Knicks. I think Knicks still pull out against Boston.
Yeah, about that series, I don't know.
Hey man,
New York has been getting.
You're going to it? Huh. Oh.
Man, New York they've been blown out in every one of these games. Every single one.
And what about the game they don't get blown out? Then what?
That's the thing that we haven't seen it yet. They every single game of this series, they've started the game down like 20 points.
And what's the score? And what's the score of the series?
I mean, yes, it's 2-2. They have two great comebacks.
It's 2-1.
I mean, yeah, 2-1. 2 great comebacks, right? Congrats to them. But we know that watching both of those games, the Celtics are straight imploded. All the Celtics have to do is not shoot as many threes or just knock some more shots down, and they could very easily be up 3-0 right now, and it's not even an afterthought. Yeah.
Hey, man, we've seen it. We've seen better teams. We've seen better teams lose in the series before, man.
I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one.
Time will tell.
It's
I'm not saying they will, but I can see it happening.
Because I mean, Brunson is out there. Brunson hasn't been playing his best, even though he's gave us some clutch moments. He hasn't been playing his best. I mean, the Celtics defense has been working for the most part. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. All these games been sloppy though.
Yeah, it's not a lot of sharp basketball being played across the whole playoffs, at all.
Like the Nuggets and the Thunder was straight bricks game, straight bricks and turnovers, and free throws.
And that's brought a lot of conversation too about whether the league is ready for the end of Curry and LeBron's run, because I mean the guys next in line, Luka didn't get it done. Anthony Edwards hasn't been playing his best basketball either in these playoffs. He had a good game what was it, game 3, 27, and I think he had most of those in the second half. But Shea has not shown up in this series at all. Jokic been breaking. Aaron Gordon had to save them in a couple of those games. Yeah, it just feels like there's not really like much of a signature performance or signature playoff run from any star on any team this year.
Not like how we had Ant last year.
What y'all think? Yeah, like Ant last year. Yeah, nothing like that at all right now. Maybe Brunson is the closest thing right now with the clutch performances. But like we say, even then, but before those clutch performances, Brunson, he's trying, but shots not really falling for him either. So
that's why it's been a little underwhelming. The only other person I can't even put Tyrese up there because he ain't consistent. Like Tyrese had that big shot, but
not
other
consistent.
than that, like I don't know, maybe Donovan Mitchell. Like nobody's really like on a tear, like on a burner. Like we saw Luka and Ant going at it last year. Like this is like NBA classic type vibe. This year everybody's been underwhelming.
It's a lot of hard-nosed basketball this year. People playing defense this year.
That's a
but
fact.
I like it.
That's a fact.
The game's been close and competitive, except it's been a few blowouts here and there. Like Thunder and smacked the Nuggets. Boston and smacked the Knicks. Cavs getting smacked. The Cavs smacked the Pacers. But like other than that, most of the games really been like who gonna execute better down the stretch. Who gonna pull out on top? Who gonna make the proper adjustments? Cause I say it was one time where I just knew transitioning to the West just on my end with the Thunder and Nuggets game today. They were up, and it was this play. I was like, okay, the Thunder actually showing like the ability to execute down the stretch. Caruso had a chance of shooting a wide open three with like 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He passed it up to give it to Shea, and they went and scored. At that moment like there, he was wide open for a shot at it. For a three. They was up by I think like 3 points. If he shoots that and miss and they go the other way, that could be a 5-point swing or even a tie game. But instead he gave it to their best player and he went and scored. But even that game was sloppy. But that was just an example of how execution down the stretch is really what's gonna win in these playoffs, in my opinion.
So off of
but on the flip side of that too, and I'm gonna talk about the Thunder, like. And you can go back to game 3 because I felt like the Thunder up 3 with less than a minute left. Shea has the ball in his hands. They kept forcing it to Shea, and Shea just felt like he kept forcing a moment, trying to force a shot. When to me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, all he has to do is run some time down the clock, go to the basket, go strong, and get fouled. But I don't know, Shea is coming in with this kind of the same energy he's given in the regular season, which worked in the regular season. But I mean, like you said, teams are playing defense for real in the playoffs. You got to come just as hard as them. And I feel like, trying to foul bait on the last shot or in the last few shots of that game really cost them that one. They should be up 3-1 after today. Even at the end of this game, they're trying to put the dagger in the Nuggets' heart in this game, and I think the last 3 Shea shots, 2 missed threes, another missed floater, like it. I'm just waiting on him to kind of just to close out some of these games strong. That's all I'm asking from Shea and some of these other stars, like we said. But yeah, to your point, I do enjoy the defensive play. I do enjoy the physicality. We got some fights in this playoff. So it's not all the way, boring. It's not like a total dud of a playoffs. But I think we're still waiting on like some signature moments.
So let me say this.
I think they'll call.
Based off of where the current standings is right now with the East and the West, who y'all got finishing out on top?
Of East and West, or just in
East
general,
and West,
like
East
winning
and West.
it all?
East and West. I got Pacers beating the Cavs. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I got Pacers beating the Cavs, and I got Celtics beating the Knicks.
Okay, we agree on that one.
Then on the West side,
got the Denver Nuggets. Still got the Denver Nuggets.
I got the Thunder. I still got the Thunder. I think if the Thunder just, like we said, they just lock in. They have one of them games, kind of like Game 2, and just really lock in as a team, and everyone's playing well. They should win that series because I think the Nuggets, really good, experienced team, but Jokic, I don't know if he's tired or what. Hasn't been playing his best in this one, so I think the Thunder take advantage of that. And then on the bottom side, I got the Timberwolves beating Golden State.
For sure. No Curry is chopped cheese.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just say who I got. I got Timberwolves winning the West, and I got that East tricky, bruh.
East is deep. It's deep.
I got the Knicks. I got Knicks versus Timberwolves. Storyline Cat versus Randall. NBA Finals. Give it to me.
Who winning?
That's what I got.
Who winning it all?
And get someone. He the new face of the league.
I like it. I like it.
Hey, that's my storyline, man.
Perfect storyline.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel like while we talking about storylines too, we got the lottery coming up, and the perfect storyline is the Charlotte Hornets getting Cooper Flagg with the #1 pick of the NBA draft. That's all I gotta say. Look,
hey man, y'all tied with the best odds. 14%.
Yeah, we got. I've seen this a lot of times. We should have got Victor Wembanyama. You know that didn't happen. We could have got the first pick of the year. LaMelo was drafted. Still rocking with LaMelo, but it would have been nice to have Ant-Man. You know, last year, thank God we ain't had the first pick in that draft. That would have been. Give me Coop, bro. There's nothing more I need to say, bro. My letter. My well wish to the NBA is like, you've seen us suffer. You've seen what the Lakers did to us with Mark Williams and all that BS, and y'all let that happen. Even though y'all knew that was tampering, y'all let that BS happen. This is your time to right your wrongs. Adam Silver, do what you need to do. Write up that #1. I don't care if y'all rig it, put more of the things in the little whatever y'all turn. I don't care, bro. Give me Cooper Flagg. Give me the #1 pick. And we gonna be good. That's it. That's cool. I don't want no beef with the NBA. But if they don't give us Coop, if they don't give us that #1 pick, I know the league is rigged. That's all I gotta say. Mic drop.
No. I think it would be rigged if y'all got it.
Explain.
Y'all not getting #1 pick, gang. I'm just keeping it a buck with you.
You want to put money on it?
We
always
honestly,
bet on the pod.
I got the Pelicans. Wild card.
To me,
Pelicans. He going to New Orleans.
Knock on that wood.
What's the terms on? What's the terms on the 76ers pick with OKC?
I think they got their pick. They got their pick.
The 76ers?
Yeah, they got the 5th best odds at 10.5% chance.
To me, that's a wild card to me.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If they get them, if the 76ers get Cooper,
the league is rigged.
That's gonna be nasty.
The league is rigged if they get Cooper.
It's rigged if the Hornets don't get it in your eyes.
Yes, I'm so serious. Like, this is the year for us to get it. We got we got the top 3 best odds. We're the team who needs it the most. Like, there's been multiple years.
Between y'all, the Jazz, and the Wizards, y'all need it the most?
Yes. In terms of how he would fit with our team, yes, 100%.
I would say so. I would say the Hornets need it the most. I would agree with that.
We don't have a winning culture.
Oh, no.
Bring us something.
Neither does the Wizards. Neither does the Jazz.
Bro, they had John
but they got pieces
and Bradley
at least.
Beal.
Yeah.
They got LaMelo. LaMelo Ball and Mark Williams aren't pieces. Brandon Miller aren't pieces. Mikal Bridges is not a piece now.
A winner.
Yeah, they got all those pieces, and they still
Ball
finished 19-63.
That was better than Utah.
This is a AAU
But I feel like
team.
with the Hornets though,
this is an AAU team.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it as on an organizational level, right? I mean, you look at the Hornets. The Hornets haven't had any real success like in a long time, and real success, I mean like just getting in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's like the Hornets standard, like for the history of their organization.
Okay,
Washington, you know, they had some years where they were a playoff team that could get to the second round recently, right? Utah, especially the years of Donovan Mitchell, they were arguably contenders, you know, for second round, maybe Western Conference Finals type teams. So I think those teams are really just in rebuild modes right now. Charlotte, I feel like on an organizational level, like desperately needs this #1 pick to really kind of just change the tide of the whole franchise.
That's cool. I'll watch Coop.
Preach.
Come on.
I think Coop and Charlotte, you know, it's a good fit, not just basketball wise, but also, you know, culture wise, right? Especially for North Carolina, he's already a North Carolina kid going to Duke. playing with LaMelo Ball. I mean, one of the most exciting players when he's healthy. Paired up with, the best rookie in his class. I mean, I think, that makes for some good buzz for the Hornets. And really kind of changes the perception of the franchise this season. That's what I mean by they need it the most. Like you said, I mean each one of those teams at the top three got pieces. But to me, it just feels like Charlotte is just, if they don't get this one, and they end up,
they're gonna get it next year.
I mean, yeah, they'll be in the position next year, but it's just like, how many times is Charlotte going to rely on the chances of the lottery to change the franchise? So I think, you got Cooper Flagg, like, he's a unicorn prospect.
They don't have Ace Bailey, man.
I'll take Ace Bailey. But I was
going to say
Coop,
Ace
though.
nice,
I want Coop. I want Coop. I've been manifesting it. We are getting, like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, I don't know what it is.
Y'all go get the number one pick and not choose Cooper Flagg.
We ain't idiots now. This ain't.
What would you do?
I don't even know what I would do, because it's just not even like that's unimaginable. That's unfathomable. Like there's no reality where that happens. If I promise you, I'll tell you exactly what I'll do. If we don't choose Cooper Flagg, I'm finding a new team to support. That's what it's going to boil down to. I can't continue to support that team if we get the number one pick finally and they don't choose Cooper Flagg. I'm pulling the Omar. I'm looking for the next team.
Pulling the Omar is crazy. I have valid, valuable reasons.
No, you don't. You never explained your reason.
Yes, I did. They're racist.
What, the 49ers?
Yeah, thank you. You see how he knew exactly who you was talking about? I mean, that's what I was talking about.
What? Only because of the Bosa? Because of Bosa, right? Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No.
I mean,
Bosa?
Every NFL team got a racist dude on their roster, bro.
Nah,
it's football, bro.
My owners,
Commanders don't.
Yeah, like Jerry Jones, bro. He racist number one.
Exactly. I'm sticking with my morals. My morals outweigh my loyalty to that team. You feel me?
Oh man,
I'm a Commander.
I can't wait to whoop on the Commanders this year. Y'all know how I'm coming. We got George Pickens.
Y'all might not even make the playoffs.
Stop. We're making wild
card. Y'all might not even make the playoffs.
My realistic prediction is wild card.
That's where y'all always make it to.
Why you yelling at me, bro? What's wrong with you, bro?
Like y'all make it to the wild card every year.
Realistic. I'm being realistic right now, bro.
Can y'all go do something
I don't know.
bigger? Can y'all go be better? Like,
okay, let's list all the division winners in the NFC right now. Who can win? Right, we got the Eagles,
Commanders.
We got.
They're not.
Commanders.
They're not the Eagles.
They're not beating the Eagles for the division. Hold on. We got the Eagles. We got the Lions.
Get a load of this dude.
No, I don't got the Lions
on the
winning.
Lions. They got worse.
They
got worse.
Give me Bears.
Oh, I'll put Green Bay over Chicago.
Give me Bears.
I don't know, Shebo.
Ben Johnson. Give me Bears.
Y'all think Chicago about to go win this division right now?
Give me the Bears.
If Caleb Williams take that leap, he got everything he need, bro.
I think he takes the leap. He has a new O-line. He has Ben Johnson play calling. And they got
Luther Burden,
lot of pieces in the draft.
Okay, see, so Jalen and Omar, y'all hear what y'all saying, right? How the Bears are going to be good, right? A team that hasn't proven anything. So if the Bears are a team that can make the playoffs, what makes you think the Cowboys can also compete for a wild card spot?
I didn't say they were.
No, I'm saying though. I'm listing
What you mean?
all the division winners, and
Don't
then
get disrespectful.
But wait, hold on. The Bear. Yeah, I'm getting disrespectful.
Don't get disrespectful. I know a Falcons fan
because the
ain't talking to
Cowboys
me.
are not good.
I know a Falcons fan
the
ain't
Cowboys
talking to me.
approved. I mean, the Falcons probably gonna win that.
The Falcons are. We're winning our division.
They gonna win that division.
We're winning our division.
Y'all finally got y'all
They
defense.
go.
Y'all finally
Maybe
got
the
y'all
Bucks. The Bucks.
I like
the Bucks gonna give y'all a run for y'all money.
Yeah.
It's the NFC South gonna be a good division because the Panthers are gonna be good too. You can actually argue that the Panthers are gonna be better than the Cowboys.
The Saints
and
gonna
jump.
be poo. Saints gonna be poo. Panthers might have a better record than the Cowboys.
The Panthers could realistically be better than the Cowboys. Jalen.
Did you just say that the Carolina
I'm saying
Panthers
this as
are
a
going to
Falcons
be
fan.
better than the Dallas Cowboys?
I think they can have a better record.
Bryce Young,
They can have a
who
better
just
record.
had 2 good games at the end of the season, is about to be better than the Cowboys?
Ain't the schedules out?
You're
Ain't the
putting all
schedules
of
out?
your money on a rookie who we haven't seen do shit yet in the league? You're telling me you're
Man, y'all just telling me.
I'm not done talking. You got disrespectful. You telling me you put all your money on Xavier Leggett and fucking Adam Thielen?
Bro, they got Ted. They got Jimmy Horn.
I don't know what these niggas can do in the league yet. They are rookies.
Hey,
what are you talking about? I got George Pickens on the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is Cowboys play the Panthers in the next season.
In Charlotte?
Yeah, in Charlotte.
We're going.
I'm there.
We're going. I'm
there.
I'm sweating.
I'm going as a third party.
I'm there. My word, I'm
going as a third
You got
party.
me heated, bro.
Look, I'm telling you right now.
I can't believe.
I'm telling you right now. The Panthers.
Look at the Cowboys schedule.
The Panthers defense still might not be as good as the Cowboys. I'll give the Cowboys that, but the Panthers offense to me,
Y'all,
I think could potentially be better than the Cowboys.
Some really sneaky. I tell people at work all the time. I think the Panthers had the best draft. They hit everything they needed. They got some good sleeper defensive players. I love the pick of Jimmy Horn. I think he might be one of the most slept on picks in this entire draft. Like they killed it. But I have not seen enough for me to say, oh, I think they might be better than the Cowboys. Like, bro, y'all just want to talk.
So how you gonna tell me that how you gonna tell me that the Bears gonna make the leap over Green Bay and Detroit and win that division up there? And Minnesota
Detroit just got worse.
That's a fair
and Minnesota.
Point. I feel like the Bears actually have a much better team than the Panthers do as well, and they have a better team than Green Bay. Like if I'm just looking at straight roster, they have a better team, and they have a better quarterback. I don't like Jordan Love.
I think Ben Johnson is the key factor. He's going to take them over the top because they have the talent. They had the talent last year. If we're being real,
they did.
Other than O-line, they had the talent last year.
That's a fact. Man, y'all got me cussing on the Brickz.
Now you have a good coach.
Sorry.
Man, look, I respect Chicago.
We gonna see,
like
man.
You said,
season coming sooner than people think. It's May.
Chill, twin. That's more work for me.
Yeah, speaking of football, speaking of football, the GOAT, Bill Belichick. Man. So, yeah, reports came out this week. Reports had come out early, I forgot what day it was, but they were saying that his girlfriend, 24-year-old Jordan Hudson, got banned, but it was later debunked by some of the other local reporters that are closer to the UNC situation, and the university came out and said that she was not banned.
Oh, this is news to me.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear about this during the week?
I thought she was banned.
I thought she was banned.
Yeah, she Shebo
Scheffler.
No, yeah, I think it was Tar Heel Illustrated was first like kind of reporting that she wasn't, and then the university had came out and made a statement that she wasn't banned. So she's not banned, but
Dang.
I mean the fact that it was still smoke in the air about that, it's just it just seems like every week there's something new with these two in their relationship. My take, and there was a lot of opinions on it. A lot of people were saying, this Bill Belichick thing has been a mess.
Yeah, it has.
And I'm not gonna say I saw this happening, but like people got to get past the namesake, bro. Like this is not like Deion going to Colorado. This is Bill Belichick, who I'm not gonna say he doesn't care about football anymore, but like, bruh, he got like 2 years in him, if that. He is doing this for fun
I
and
mean,
to get his son in a good position to be a coach. Let's call a spade a spade.
I mean, remember when we were first saying, when we first got hired and was first hitting the transfer portal, we were like, we're not really impressed with what he's brought in, right? He getting some guys from kind of mid-major teams, non-power 4 teams in D1. But he's been cooking in the transfer portal as of lately.
Yeah, we ranked number 9.
He's got the number 9 transfer portal class. Yeah, transfer portal class. We got Jakai Moore, inside offensive lineman, 6'6", 315 from South Carolina. That's a huge get. DeAndre Robinson on the D-line, 6'3", 303 from Florida. So we got some SEC guys coming in. We got some Big 12 guys coming in. We got Edge from Penn State, 6'5", 261, Joseph
safety too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's bringing in some dudes now. Now, my thing is, I mean, it's going to be a mess all the way up until August when UNC plays their first game, or September. Yeah, it's going to be a mess with this whole thing. But if they win, if they come out, if they win, if they take care of business, and UNC, is in the conversation for a college playoff game come
Nobody's
December,
gonna say nothing.
Yeah, this all this going to go away.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. It's the weird thing about it. It's like it's almost like people are kind of hoping that he fails at this point, so that this could continue to be a talking point. Mm-hmm. Because if he fails, they're gonna be like, this was a distraction. This was a total disaster from the start. But I don't know. It's just hard for me to judge right now because we haven't seen how it has affected football yet, and looking at the transfer portal, what he's brought in, looking at what's looking like we're gonna have on the field. What we're gonna have on the field. We also got the quarterback from South Alabama too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Let's just see what the football team look like first before we make some judgments.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not high on
Pretty
him.
Well
he gotta prove his worth. And I know that's a crazy thing to say for Bill Belichick, but this is college, bro. Like this. I need to see it before I believe it, respectfully. That's it.
Changes will be made if they don't win.
Jordan was kicked out for real.
I mean, look, I hate that it's so much of a distraction right now.
But like you said, if they win,
probably helping bring recruits.
Everything goes out the win. Yeah, for sure.
You said what?
So she probably helping bring recruits in.
Oh yeah, I mean she probably is helping out with the program.
Man, she on the recruiting team.
I wasn't gonna say what I was thinking.
Nah, we're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there, bro.
Bill Belichick smart.
Nah. The last time something like that happened, somebody was in a whole lot of trouble. I'm
a graduate now. I don't care what I say.
Yeah, man. UNC football, like I'm looking at their schedule, man. Like they got some easy ones to start. I would say they got TCU. To me, I'm not really worried about TCU. Charlotte, not worried about that one. Not worried about Richmond.
Yeah, first few games.
But Clemson, when we get to that I would say UCF maybe the UCF Clemson game. Those are some ones you want to win to kind of see like, okay, it's a team for real, especially Clemson, because a lot of people are high on Clemson. Some people saying Clemson is back this year and could make a run for the national title. So
who's their quarterback?
Win that game, man. Who, Clemson? Is it Cade Cublet? Isn't he coming back?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, win that Clemson game, go in there undefeated. I think this goes away, but it just adds to me. It does add a little bit more pressure on Bill though. Now, because like you got to win.
You got to win,
or this is just going to be.
You got to have a better season than Matt Brown did.
Man,
I want them to get away from these old coaches though.
Facts. Dang. Sick of this. You too old, bro. You got 2 years max. His son is his successor, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
next coach needs to be younger. Yeah, true. If this goes well.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, you make a good point, Omar. I mean, the programs has been winning young, fresh faces. Marcus Freeman with Notre Dame got them to the national championship game. Of course, Ryan Day got him one, and he's still a younger guy himself.
It's a new age of college football, just like it is of NCAA basketball.
Yep.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, this new age of coaches. Even Kirby Smart. I mean, he been in the game for some time now at UGA, but he's still young, and he got him too.
Yeah.
So
see Nick Saban gone.
Nick Saban up out of there.
The league changing.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick ain't coached college before. Hey,
Yeah. So he a new face,
That's the
but
thing,
he's
too.
still an older figure.
yeah,
Yeah.
other guy, trying to look at something else. So yeah, it's a lot riding on UNC football this year. It's crazy because it's like UNC football is gonna have eyes on them. This year a lot more eyes than when I think they should have had eyes on them because we had some talent come through here.
Facts.
Now we had Josh Downs, we had 2 Heisman caliber quarterbacks the last couple of years, Sam and Drake. Great receivers like we said, and we had Diami who made some noise in the NFL this past year. Antoine Green, those guys, they put in some work, and I feel like UNC still didn't get as much respect, even though that was deserved because they would lose some stupid games like Georgia Tech and Florida State. But
Love losing to Georgia.
now
Tech.
the eyes are on UNC for real.
Yeah.
So
It should be
boys
interesting.
gotta make it happen.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. But hey, that's all we got for y'all this week, man. We going
Short and
Yeah.
sweet.
Short and sweet.
Point, man. Shebo, I'm never gonna forget what you said to me today, bro. That's the most disrespectful thing you
Bro,
ever
we can
said to me.
Hey,
bro.
we're going to the game, right? We already said we're going to the
Stamp
game.
it. Clock it now. I'm going to that game because I'm gonna make a parlay for it in advance. George Pickens anytime tutty. Bryce Young plus 3 interceptions. Yeah.
Plus 3.
Yeah, we on that. We on that.
Who he throwing the interceptions to?
Huh?
Hey, I told somebody the other day. I said that Prescott just got George Pickens as another option to throw a pick to. So
I hope Penix has the worst year ever, bro. You so disrespectful.
Nah.
I
Don't
like
wish on
Penix. That's the
Penix. Do
crazy
somebody
part.
else.
nah.
I rock with Penix.
Nah,
Why you say
it
that?
ain't gonna be Penix. It's not gonna be Penix's fault. The reason why we if we fail, not gonna be his fault. I'll tell you that right now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I might pick him up for fantasy.
Falcons offense, man. Business gonna be booming down there in the A. What we about to be putting up 28 a game, at least 28.
Okay.
Y'all be sounding worse than us. I hope you know that.
Hey man,
Y'all got a chance.
I've seen the Super Bowl appearance in my lifetime. I don't care if it was 28-3, bro. I saw it. We were there.
I'd rather not see that than be there and see that.
I seen Julio Jones' greatness in my lifetime. You ain't seen that.
I'm witnessing CD Lamb's greatness right now. I'm cool.
CD Lamb versus Julio Jones. Come on.
I'm cool.
Is he serious?
Bro, but like we seen the. All right, bro. It's been a good pod, y'all, man. If you ain't listen to Brickz, you ain't listening to whatever. We done, bro.
Listen.
We out.
Watch y'all mouth.